So I'm an aerospace engineering student here at UE, and drones were just a very natural progression for me. I joined the Aero Society, and when you're in a university setting, you don't really have the capability to build a full-sized aircraft. So drones allow you to do something that flies with all the same sort of principles, but on a much smaller scale and at a much cheaper cost. So you can get a lot more experience, and they're just fun. So we've got a few things. So we built our drone primarily for our avionics and control assignment. However, one of the potential applications of that was to join MAAXX and enter into MAAXX. Not just a race, it's an entire event, just to really give people a taste of what drones are about. But the core race is literally, it's just an oval track that drones have to fly around autonomously, no pilots. It's a completely autonomous race. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of very novel ways of completing the challenge, and that's what this is all about. It's really about getting people to come up with creative and innovative new ideas and how to meet this challenge.
I think the worst moment, as with any pilot, is when it does something you're not expecting. And you have to catch that. So it's flying along and suddenly it veers to the left or the right or something, and you have to catch that. I think that's always a bit of the worst moment for any pilot. As always with these competitions, when you plan everything as best as you can, and then you walk in the morning and nothing works according to how you anticipated it to work. And so a lot of the effort here is all about solving those problems. It's not about the piece of kit that you've got, it's not about how much money you've spent, it's actually about your problem solving. And the idea is, as well as competing, we're trying to show other people, students from various places, to learn how to do this autonomous drone thing. How are the drones put together? How do we program the drones? How do we make them fly? How do we try to stop them from crashing?
So we're Team Arabica. We call ourselves Freshly Ground because we've been crashing loads. We're a bunch of hobbyists. We all actually work in the same company, General Electric. And in our spare time we've come across and tried to develop a drone for this competition. So I live and breathe this stuff. I love the techie nature of these things, right? So for me, what really drives me is the community behind it and everyone buzzing, right? There's no negativity, everyone's positive, everyone's trying to solve the problem, right? Same thing happened with this competition. Even though it is a competition with prizes and stuff, everyone's cooperating. For example, yesterday our sensor wasn't working. People came together, one person gave us a sensor, one person gave us tools to put it together, one person soldered our wires. We got together, we got working kind of thing, right? So that brings out the energy in people, right?
So when I was younger, my dad was obsessed with the RAF museums, as lots of parents are, and I went round to lots of those and just saw the coolest aeroplanes doing their air shows and showing what they can do. So I've always thought that aircraft were amazing. And then it's only in my adult life that I've actually had to go in light aircraft, and it is the most amazing feeling when you're above the ground getting a viewpoint that you wouldn't ever normally get. This is not something that humans are capable of doing, so we need the technology to help us, and to be able to see that and experience that as other animals do is a really amazing thing to take part in. And you can really see that, I think, with children. It's just inherent in us that we know that this is a cool thing to do and to take part in, both to be there flying, to have it a go.
I remember the first time I ever flew solo, and the fact is, I left absolutely speechless. Even now, thinking about it, it makes it hard to talk, because you just go up there and you're all on your own, and there's just this small aircraft around you, and you're flying around, and it's a feeling like you can never really describe when you're the one that's in control. I mean, most people, they get on a plane, they go on their holidays, and they're amazed by what they see out the window. But when you're the one that's actually doing it, that's the whole different level, and it really is. Well, I wanted to be a pilot. When I was an air cadet in my late teens. I enjoyed that a great deal, did some flying. So I wanted to be a pilot. Unfortunately, my eyesight deteriorated to a point where I was no longer able to do that. So then I thought, well, if I can't fly them, I'll build them.